Alright guys, welcome to the podcast. Me, hashtagcookiez, with my my fellow podcast otakus, synkonn and awkwardwitness.
Oh, that would be us.
Otakus, I feel lost.
How's it going, everyone?
Yo.
How's everybody today?
No, I'm doing great. Assuming you're asking us, not the audience.
Very good, very relaxed.
Yeah,
Alright.
doing cool.
So today we're gonna be talking. Well, we're gonna hit things off with Way of the House Husband.
Well, straight to it. All right.
Straight to it.
Into it.
Actually, I wanted to quickly mention something. So I feel like last time we didn't really cover it, so I feel like we need to cover it now. We never let's talk about what we're actually going to be doing in the podcast, like what it's about and what we want to actually do with it.
In this podcast, our main goal is to talk.
That's the main goal of most podcasts.
To shoot the shit. That's what we're gonna chew the fat.
Exactly.
The anime underworld.
Specifically about anime, yeah, that's kind of where the otaku part of the podcast comes in. I mean, we picked the name Ordinary Otaku Podcast because that's kind of what we are, just ordinary Japanese enthusiasts, I guess.
We're a podcast.
We're not like crazy, like really into it. We're just like, nice anime, hell yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
We're like borderline connoisseurs, you know. Like, I dare say.
We're semi-professional.
Oh, damn.
We're in the esports of otakus.
We freelance.
I like how we just use like a really big word that makes us seem advanced, but before that we attach some word that just tones it down a little bit. We're mostly amazing.
We're the epitome.
We are almost satisfactory.
Well, okay, almost satisfactory. That's setting the bar low.
Alright.
Anyway.
Overall, throughout the episodes, which we will try and pump one out once every Friday. Nice. I'm glad I got you laughing at pump them out. In general, we'll just be talking about different like shows. We can have episodes where we just talk about some discussion topics about anime. Like, you know, it doesn't have to. We're not gonna dedicate every single episode to just talking about a certain show. It'll be just a range of different topics. Like we'll just see what we want to talk about at the time and what's relevant at the time as well. Which is where today's topic comes in. Way of the House Husband came out like 2 weeks ago on Netflix, so it's still very fresh. We can still talk about it and act like it's still a new topic.
Very relevant in the anime world right now.
Oh yeah, everyone was talking about Way of the House Husband one day.
Goku Shifudo.
Oh, it was like two weeks ago. Yeah.
Goku Shifudo.
Oh, well, 3, but whatever.
Explain it.
Oh, okay. So Way of the House Husband is literally just a slice of life, near enough stop motion animation, about a former member of the Yakuza just trying to live his life now as a house husband. Yeah, he's married to his wife. Who else would he be married to? Yeah, a working woman. That's impressive. I hope that didn't come off wrong. That's more or less it. It came out very recently, and it only has 5 episodes, and they're 15 minutes each. It's actually considerably shorter than I expected.
It's a Netflix anime too.
It was produced by Netflix. It was animated by JC Staff, I think. Yeah, and it came out April 8th, so it was 3 weeks ago, but that's okay. All right. Well, first thing, let's make this a tradition. How about you guess what rating it got on my anime list?
Oh, I think I already looked it up.
I actually haven't. So this is like an out of 10 rating. See, I gave it a 7.
I gave it a 7 for what it is.
Yeah, it made me chuckle, made me laugh a bit.
Interesting. I gave it a 6.
And I think I remember the rating.
You do?
Kind of.
Go on, enlighten us.
I don't know if it rated high. I think it was like a 5 or something. 5.6.
What's your guess, Witness? Connor?
Oh, Seeing how most anime usually takes a lot of the harsh stuff into mind, I'd give it a 6.2.
Okay, both of you went below what the actual score was. It got a 6.9 at the time that I wrote this. Now it's a 6.95. So I guess it. I guess it got a little bit better. All right, so why sevens? Why sevens? Why did you guys think it was deserving of a 7?
It made me chuckle at parts, and honestly, I think it's a good idea, but like I enjoyed it.
Wait, did anybody know, like, going into this, like, what it was like? Because I didn't expect it to be like that.
What, like short skits? Is that what you mean?
No, I didn't expect that. No,
I didn't expect it to be anything like that.
I didn't expect it, but I have read a portion of the manga, like 5 or 6 chapters, and they are actually they are just incredibly short, just one punchline skits essentially.
Nothing wrong with that though.
Nothing wrong with it. There isn't much stuff like that on the market, so there definitely isn't anything wrong with it.
What did I give it? I think I gave it a 6 or a 7.
Look, I think my biggest letdown with it, and the first thing I want to talk about, is the animation of Way of the House Husband. Because it was completely not what I expected from it, and I don't think many people expected from it. Did you guys like it? Because I know a lot of people
weren't 6.
into it.
With the animation, at first it was hard to get used to because it's sort of like, I'm used to fluid sort of animation, but this is sort of very slow. Sort of like as if you're taking pictures of an anime and then sending it to me.
Yeah.
But honestly, as it got
Snapchats.
Yeah, send me snaps of the anime, mate. So I got used to it probably like about halfway through the second episode, and after that, I could just sort of look past it and actually enjoy the comedy of it.
I think some things upset me about it because I thought they went for like this, like manga-like. Let's call it manga-like. Where, it's literally just like stop motion, like shot after shot. I don't know how else to describe it in stop motion. I know it's not actually stop motion. But the thing that really upset me is they've decreased the quality of the animation by doing that. Yet all of the still pictures were such low quality as well. It was essentially just line art of characters just filled in with colors. Because I think
it being 5 episodes.
It being 5 50-minute episodes, yeah. Because the manga, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the screenshots of the manga, but the manga is very detailed, especially way more detailed than the anime. So I thought if they went for like this low budget animation style, then they could have at least put more effort into the like actual still shots. Because I thought, I don't know if you noticed it as well. In some of the still shots, like some of the characters' faces looked so funky. They were very like disproportionate. I don't know. That was one of the main things that just bothered me about it. The animation's what brought it down a lot for me.
I swear some of some of the scenes just didn't have borders around the actual image, it would just faded to white.
Yeah, I know.
It just couldn't be bothered doing the outside of the picture. It just went straight to white as if it was some ethereal plane.
Or it's just unfinished, face it. They didn't have much time left on the deadline, so they just pumped out what they could.
Well,
I feel like they did this within 2 weeks.
I mean, they must have, because they announced it approximately 2 weeks before they released it.
They just rolled with the storyboard.
They genuinely announced it.
You can't just release it.
They genuinely announced it. They said like, they announced the anime, and then it was already out like 2 weeks later. It was, well, I mean, it may have been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe, but like you still get the point. That's really fast. And they had the audacity to like 3-4 days after they released the first season, instantly announce season 2 in the making.
I know. But they have a lot. They have a lot of hope in this show.
Yeah, like, they were so confident that it was going to be, like, a big hit or something that they instantly began working on Season 2. Probably, like, well, definitely before they even finished, before they
Yeah.
even released Season 1.
Like, usually it goes from, like, oh, Season 1 was good. Okay, we'll greenlight Season 2 and 3.
Yeah. I think, although, I will say, uh, I think other than the animation, the show definitely was not bad. And
Oh, I loved it.
if not for I think the fact that it was 5 15-minute episodes almost made it okay for that animation style. Like, if it was a proper, like, 24 episode, anime series and it had that animation style, I would have hated it. But the fact that it
Yeah.
was really short at least made it, like, tolerable. Like, you could put up with it for 5 15-minute episodes.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, alright, it's like watching something on YouTube, like really low budget.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
it felt low budget at least.
I mean, yeah, with Netflix producing the show.
Netflix pumps out a new one every year, like every month, honestly.
I mean, I thought it was really funny.
Um,
I gave it 6 because just as much as great as I enjoyed it, like on a whole, it just isn't that great. Well, I mean, it's good. It's just good.
I would
Yeah,
say read
bottom
the manga.
standard.
I would say read the manga. 'Cause if the manga's that much more detailed and
yeah,
this is literally a manga, but it turns the pages for you.
exactly. It's just an animated manga.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to the comedy, I thought it was alright. Some of the later episodes I think had better jokes in them.
Mm.
Because I think some of the early ones used, like, just very stereotypical kind of jokes. And it was, I mean, I think one of my favorite jokes was, what was it? It was the one with the, oh, it was the old guy. Was he the dad of his wife?
Yakuza's bot.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's like Catch with
I loved the playing catch with him, and then there was that one skit where he was also trying to think about, like, how he's gonna ask him to play catch. I thought that was really funny. Although it wasn't like, that original of a joke with, like, rehearsing like a line. But I think it fit really well.
I think one of my favorite ones was like they're just in a park and then some dog comes along and they
yeah.
just make food in the middle of the park.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
like a grill for no apparent
Yeah,
reason.
the two
Man,
women. The two women literally just went shopping, and now they're just giving away all their ingredients so you can feed some stranger's dog.
He's made a Yakuza of the housewives.
I'm like, why? That made no sense. And there was also the what's it? The one where like he gets like that car
Oh yeah,
and he assumes that everybody is like a
after him.
Oh,
Yakuza.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
All I'm gonna say is basically the meal they made the dog is honestly better than the meal I'd make myself.
Because I've read, like, some of the manga. Plus, actually, before the series even got announced for obviously getting animated, I was already kind of looking into it because it was a really popular manga. You guys will probably agree. Like, you
Yeah.
obviously heard of it way before
Yeah,
it was
I've been
animated.
hearing about it.
And it is really popular. That the manga has got way higher reviews on my anime list. Not that, that really means everything, but, like, just showing that majority of people do think the manga is better than the animation. I feel like some of the jokes definitely landed better in the manga, because I remember the thing that really interested me in the series was I saw a joke on Twitter, and it was the guy who was about to get in a fight with, like, a bunch of the people, and then he started Googling. But in the anime, he, like, the way he Googles it, I don't remember how he put, it's like, in the anime he put, like, how to win a fight against 3 guys, something like that. Whereas in the manga, I thought it was funny. It was like, how many guys can a single guy take on? I just thought,
that sounds good.
I thought a lot of the jokes just straight up, I thought they landed a bit better in the manga. It could have been a bit ruined by the The art style, maybe? No, I don't know. I feel like that's blaming the art style for something completely
I mean,
irrelevant.
The art style does sort of detract from some of the enjoyment, I'd say.
Yeah, I felt. I don't know. It felt. It's a shame because it does genuinely just feel cheap,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
which is a real shame because like it's pretty funny. I think it's one of the funniest ones I've watched, but then I don't really watch funny things. Like I laughed at it. It was well fun. I enjoyed it. It's just like I wouldn't put it that high.
I'd
Yeah.
say the first joke, I saw a clip of a joke before I saw any of this, and it was one where he was shopping and he just goes to like the woman working there, is like, "You got any of the good stuff?"
Oh, I like that joke. I like that one. That one was really funny. I just loved her response.
Mm.
She was like, "We don't sell that here."
The wife comes to save the day.
Like no, the two chapters. I don't know what you want to call them. Chapters, like
Sure.
the shorts. Yeah, one of the ones I just did not like is just the cat ones.
I was gonna say that as well. The cat ones just weren't that good.
I just couldn't care less.
There was the one where he was like taking a shit in the garden, and then the other cat was like constantly bothering him. I don't know. That actually something you might find interesting. Those are not chapters in the manga. The cat ones are completely original. I'm pretty sure.
Well, no wonder they're so bad. They're so awful and boring.
They probably just needed like 2 extra things to make a quota, like for episode times.
The
But they are really short. They're the shortest ones.
Yeah, in the manga, they actually, I'm pretty sure, are in like way different. The chapters are a bit like mixed up in the order. Like they didn't do them in the exact same order in the anime,
Right.
which is interesting. Fair enough. Like maybe they just thought, oh, we can't, make this episode way funnier than this other one. I don't know why else they would have, chose to do it in that order, but not like there's any continuity really. It's written and drawn by Kosuke Uno, by the way, in case you were interested. Published by Kurage Bench. How many volumes do you think it has currently?
Ooh, that's
I think I researched this up.
I actually have no idea because it's 2 seasons, and I can imagine an episode. That's the thing. I don't know whether an episode would count as like full volume, or honestly, I feel like that would be like half a volume. Honestly, of how long it is.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'm not sure about how many chapters goes into a single volume. Actually, I can literally calculate it.
Well, there's 30, isn't there?
30.
Chapters that are seen, although 2 of them are not from the manga.
Yeah, but then you got season 2 coming out as well, so that's might
Yeah.
be another 30.
Is there 30? I don't think there's 30. I think it was
No.
like 6 per episode. Or
Yeah,
something
there's
like that.
5
Yeah, it's 5
episodes.
Oh, okay, maybe there was then. Okay, never mind. Alright.
So there's probably like 4 that's already been.
I'd say probably on like volume 13, I guess.
Okay.
I would guess.
So that's 7.
There's 7. It's still ongoing with 7 volumes currently. 68 chapters at the moment, and the anime ends around chapter 28, so 40, original chapters. I can't confirm, by the way, how many of the anime ones are original, because when I was reading it a bit, I read after where the anime ends. The manga started coming out February 24th, 2018, so it's actually not been coming out for that long. Also, I was incorrect. It hasn't got a 7 rating on Mal. It's got an 8.3 rating on Mal. So the manga is much preferred than the anime.
I can imagine.
Which is fair enough. I don't blame them. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the JC Staff Studio, something I thought was fairly interesting. They previously worked on stuff like Disastrous Life of Psyche K, which I feel like has a very similar take on the animation style, I guess. The only difference being like, it's still like a very low quality. Okay, low quality, but it is stylized. Like I feel like it's meant to look low quality in Psyche K.
Yeah, but Psyche K is finished.
Like,
yeah. The background and everything. Well.
Oh right, that's what you mean. Yeah.
Is it fully animated?
Yeah, it is. It isn't stop motion sort of thing. It's full on movement.
Yeah, but like I think you get what I mean. Like it is still this kind of like lowerish effort kind of animation. It's not like constantly like some shit's going on the screen, like constantly insanity. It is like one of the like it feels so bad calling it low quality.
But it is.
But you just have like that is just what it is.
It's just low budget.
Yeah.
More than quality. I mean, quality like it looks good, but there's no animation really.
Yeah. Okay. What did you guys think of the opening and the ending?
I'm pretty sure I just banged it out. I only listened to the ending once.
Yeah, things on with the cats just having a nice little walk. I didn't really have an opinion. I didn't like him. I didn't dislike him.
Okay.
I remember when I was like, I was a bit indifferent to them. I was like, I like this part of the song, and then
I completely agree with you. It's not my type of music, but some parts of it did sound alright. Like you could, like the song wasn't enjoyable all the way through, just because it's not my type of music. The opening, by the way, is Shufu no Michi, and the ending is Goku Fufukaido, and they're both by Uchikubi Gokumon Dokukai.
Yeah, you could definitely tell it's by the same person.
Yeah. So I feel like they just do that kind of music. That's just their kind of thing.
It's not really singing; it's more screaming, just shouting from like.
Yeah, I think they were alright. I would never listen to them again.
No, I wouldn't either.
But I didn't skip them. I did tough it out.
Well, I mean, it's on Netflix, so like, as soon as you go on to the next episode, it really skips.
Yes, it does, but
and I was like, I couldn't be bothered going back.
I'm used to whenever I watch a new episode of something, I'm used to rewinding it, because when I was rewatching Kakegurui, dude, I'm not skipping the opening. Are you stupid, Netflix? I still wish Netflix had an option to like get rid of that.
Not do that. Yeah.
Yeah, where like, it just starts playing it from the beginning, but gives you the option to skip it. And then it has the same thing with ending songs, where the ending will start playing, and then it starts counting down till it starts playing the new episode. And I'm like, I want to listen to this ending. Dude, Lay on the Line by Deselections. Great ending to Kakegurui.
Yeah, I'm doing that for my Alchemist.
Yeah.
Although I didn't know that with Fullmetal Alchemist, like it has like the whole explanation of alchemy at the start as well. But hey, whatever. I guess I'll have to bear with it.
Educational animes.
I think some of the more miscellaneous things that I liked about the show, I really liked that it didn't try to explain what the Yakuza was. I feel like at this point, people know, or at least get the idea without genuinely needing an explanation.
Like, it's not going to be your first anime, and by that point, I can imagine you would know, sort of, I guess, Japanese mafia.
Imagine, like, that being your first anime. It's like, oh, this is what anime is like, huh?
I'm not watching it again. That's
15 minutes long. Oh, easy.
Yeah, with the Yakuza thing, I think nowadays, especially with, we literally have media like the Yakuza game series. It's in the name. Like, stuff like that, I feel like it popularized it enough where they didn't need to be, like, all in your face about it. Especially that later in the show, you get to see a Yakuza member every, like, 3 to 4 chapters. So, you really don't need an explanation, because you'll get the idea within an episode. I loved how, what was his name? Does anyone remember his name? Tatsu. Yeah. I love how he... I love his relationship with his wife. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
Wait, was that his wife? I assume so. Miku.
Tatsu, yeah, Miku.
Miku's his wife.
I mean, he has to be. He's a house husband. It's in the name.
Mhm.
I love their relationship. I love the way he like greeted her when she came back from work.
Bro, who cares?
Like, dude, he just straight up like bowed down. He prepared like a full meal. Oh, and I loved the thing where he bought her the Precure or whatever the made up
Yeah,
name for it
yeah.
was. I loved when he bought the figure for her birthday. She was like, "Oh, that's so cute," but I already have this one. So he instantly takes out a wooden block and a knife and is about to cut off his pinky. I thought that was hilarious.
And then he buries it.
Oh, later when it gets split in half, yeah. I like the Precure references because I feel like not many shows have like blatant Precure references. Plus, I mean, if I watched this show a couple months ago, I wouldn't have even understood them. I wouldn't have known, like, I would have just thought it was like a made up thing from the anime.
Those of things like reference Precure.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not as obvious as it was in Way of the House Husband.
Yeah.
I liked all
No,
of
as in,
yeah.
like, because reading Origairu, dude, there's so many references constantly, but they're just not in the anime, like at all.
Interesting.
It's a shame. Just spoil, JoJo's for me, but whatever.
What part of JoJo did it spoil?
Wasn't it the world? The world's
Yeah.
ability?
It spoiled the fact that he had the world, and it spoiled the fact that it could do its ability, and then it spoiled the fact that Star Platinum could also do that.
Hey. But it was a good read, right?
Yeah, it was a good read.
Then it was worth
good.
it. Hey,
Yeah,
if it makes you feel better.
It's good. JoJo's great.
If it makes you feel better, part 3 is one of the worst parts, so.
I like the ending of part 3.
The final 4 episodes of part 3 are good, yeah, that's true.
Literally, if you take out the middle of part 3, put the start to like probably after I don't know like the third fight when they start going on their journey.
First ongoing boingo episodes, you have to include
Okay.
those.
God.
Yeah. No, I'd say from the start to when they get Polnareff on their team. Moving on to Advol's death, then the re-getting of Advol. Boingo, whole horse. Is it Boingo?
And then
Oh,
Kakuin's
and then, yeah.
eyes.
Wait, but there was also that one guy. What was his name? Steely Dan.
Steely
Oh,
Dan.
He had just
yeah.
Joro being the hell out of him. That was a really good
that's
episode.
iconic.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. We're on about JoJo's now. Shit.
The 7-page order.
Well, I mean-
Straight from Way of the House Husband.
It's just a short anime, Way of the House. Just
That's-
short.
Yeah, definitely.
I literally banged it out within 2 hours,
Bang,
and I'm going to get along with my day.
Yeah.
I sort of watched like the first 3 episodes. Like we probably played games, and then I went to when I watched the last 2 or 3.
To be honest, I was disappointed.
I was surprised when I saw it was like 5 episodes. I was like, oh, 50 minutes an episode, 5 episodes. Then like, is this really an anime? Is this like something I can watch?
Like, even
Yeah.
though I knew nothing about Way of the House, as soon as I saw a Never, I was like, oh shit, is this one? Yo, Chico's been on about this one
This-
time. I was like, this better be good, but I didn't end up watching it. And then obviously we did end up watching it. I was like, oh, aw.
It had,
Okay.
it had potential.
See, for me, I remember just from the promo pictures, something looked off to me. Because they showed like one of the pictures with Tatsu, and his face looked a bit weird. I was like, what? And then the trailer came out. And that's when I knew, oh god. Maybe this isn't as good as I thought this was going to be. And then I was like, screw it, I'll just get through it, I'll watch it. Then I find out it's 15 minutes long. Then I find out it's only 5 episodes. And I was actually relieved. It actually made me really happy because it meant I didn't have to sit through the whole thing. But did you guys ever watch Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Because something that I'd compare like these like little skits to is how Nickelodeon used to in between shows do like the little like skits. Did you ever see the ones where it was like the two pieces of gum? The two like weird like clay creatures.
Is one like
one was really tall, the other one was really fat.
I feel like I know what you mean.
What?
All right, well that's just an example of one of them.
What, Gumball?
No, hold on. I think I know.
This
what
guy
you mean,
did not watch Nickelodeon.
The Amazing
Nah.
World of Gumball. What?
That's not even a Nickelodeon
It's
show.
like
Is
a
it not?
it's like a claymation thing.
Yeah.
I remember watching a claymation years ago.
Is it like these? I not even got like a shape really. It's just a blob.
This wasn't something we need to focus on so much. It just reminds me of like the little skits that like so many cartoons would have, like just in between episodes. And it would just be like a 2 minute, maybe not even full 2 minutes, like literally just a skit between adverts. And they were fun, maybe for the first time you watched them, but like if you were to ever watch it again, you would just hate your life.
Yeah.
And I feel like Way of the House Husband has no rewatchability, because these are like one punchline jokes, and rewatching it again would just be putting yourself through torture.
I'm on Mal right now, and doesn't even count it as an anime TV series. It counts it as an ONA.
Yeah, but that's because that's every single Netflix anime.
Wait, what does an ONA mean then?
An ONA is if it airs on like a different platform, not on TV. If it releases on TV, it's a TV series. It's an animated TV series.
So
But if it releases on like Netflix, then it's an ONA, and then OVA was like even smaller, even more niche. It's like it goes straight to Blu-ray or something. I don't remember.
You guys want to know the top ONA is the Hololive ones. Wow, characters and voice actors.
I have a question, right? And this is like, is the Yakuza just falling apart in this world or something? Like, because no, literally every Yakuza, like, you got the Jelly Legs guy. He's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, him.
You got the literally rival boss who's now working in a shop.
Oh, she was cool. I liked her. She was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
that's good.
you got the house husband with the lackey, you know, what was his name?
Massa.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just the only thing that actually seemed to be like a functioning Yakuza was when his dad came back to try and like get him back on board.
And then he brought his dog. And then he
Yeah,
fed him.
and then any sort of Yakuza thing about that was ruined.
And then his dad was like, I see.
Yeah.
We just love
I really liked the Jelly Legs one, actually. You just reminded me about that one, because
Jelly Legs.
yeah, it was when they were
the dragon. He would like his legs would just give out.
Yeah. And then he starts working out. There's like a whole montage of him working out. Then he sees him again, and he just drops instantly. I thought that was really good. Also, despite the main character being Yakuza, he actually willingly let his wife beat him. I just feel like it's admirable. He's really changed his ways, because I guess a normal Yakuza, not that I know much about Yakuza, probably wouldn't take that. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it was just cute. It's another point about why I like their relationship. She was like the dom, despite him being literally a ex-Yakuza member. That's what I'm trying to say.
One of the top dogs.
She wore the pants. He wore the apron.
Well, yeah.
She was on a throne with a precure figure.
Does anyone remember the cat's name? Right, next question. I don't think anyone would. I don't even know why I asked. I don't want to know it. I'm just glad that because at first it seemed like it was going to be a cat skip. sorry, a cat like skit every episode. When
Oh,
because it
yeah.
happened
I
2
was like,
episodes in
oh,
a row,
no.
I was
Yeah.
shitting myself. I was like, please no, oh god no. But
What
then
the heck
actually,
did I do?
the later skits were actually decent. They were actually okay. The cat ones were shit. They just weren't funny.
They just went away.
It was just like,
animating them. They're just like, no more, no more.
yeah, it was like I did not need a cat with human force.
It's Gin.
Again, all right.
Oh yeah.
There's
Can't remember that.
They're speculating the second season. People are speculating a second season around October, November. But honestly, with that level of quality, I wouldn't be surprised if it came out next week.
Imagine if it's just like straight up full animation, like a 10,
Yeah.
like 12 episode anime, half an hour long.
I doubt it. If they're gonna keep it,
It'd just be so
they're
fun.
gonna keep it the exact same. They're gonna. I feel like they're gonna be consistent with what they've done, which is consistently moderate effort.
I think it's below moderate.
I agree. I feel bad for the people that I feel bad for for JC production, but like, come on. I'm sure the 3 to 4 people that worked on the show will forgive me.
Got the sound designer, 2 voice actors, and the animator.
What did
That's
they
it.
animate?
They drew it.
No, face it. They just scanned.
It was just-
They just scanned in the manga and put some color over
Oh
it.
yeah, probably.
It was like
a
a
voice actor.
it was like a Joel Havir animation. Where they literally just get like a picture of the manga and then they just draw over it with their own line art over it. But they miss out a couple things so it looks different. I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually what they did. I'm not even joking.
Oh, I would love it. It was like a Joel Havir.
But I think that's enough. That's enough flaming on Way of the House Husband. If you wanna,
Now the good things.
if we've already said all the good things,
It was funny. That's it.
yeah, it was funny every now and then. I think I would still dare recommend it just because of how short it is. Like you can literally just watch one episode and then if you don't like it, just stop it. So I don't think
Yeah.
you should, like stay away from it just because we said we weren't big fans. Because although we weren't big fans, I don't think any of us actually regret watching it. Like it really wasn't that bad. It's just funny to laugh at, the poor animation. It's, as I said, I wouldn't rewatch it, but for a one-time experience, yeah. I mean, it is one of a kind. Honestly, I don't
I
think
would
there's many.
Maybe recommend it. Maybe because it's like, yeah, you can just bang out easy. Watch it. Why not?
Yeah,
You could watch like 0.5% of Naruto.
yeah. on those marathon websites where you like look up how long it takes to binge a series, type in Way of the House Husband. It literally is just an hour.
You can work it out yourself.
Actually, I swear it's an hour and 2 minutes. I think the final episode was a bit longer.
Let me take a quick search.
Oh, but they're all 15 minutes.
The final one was like 16 and a half or something.
But it has to be an hour and a quarter then. Hour and 20.
Oh, but right, there was 5 episodes, wasn't there?
You always forget.
I keep thinking those 4. I'm like, oh yeah, it's perfectly an hour. 15, 15, 15, 15. I wonder if the OP and ED are on Spotify. I would not add them. I just wonder if they're on Spotify.
Daily Dose of Dopamine got some new attendees.
So you're looking up if it's actually on the binge website.
I can't. I'm on Binge Clock and I've typed in both the English and Japanese name. I can't find it.
It's not on there. I don't blame them for not putting a 15-minute 5-episode series on there.
They probably didn't realize.
It would just be cluttering the database.
What useless waste of space.
Like, who's gonna be looking up how long it takes to finish Way of the House Husband?
I mean, you can just search it up yourself if you ever felt so inclined.
Yeah. Alright. I think that's enough for Way of the House Husband. So we can segue over to our next topic. seasonal anime, more specifically the current seasonal anime for spring 2020. Yeah, spring 2021. Jinx, dude.
Yeah.
Who wants to begin?
I mean,
All right, let's start. I say we start not with the new anime, but with the new season of like anime that has already been.
That's a bold statement because there's actually so many continuations this season.
I know. Like,
Well, let's start with My Hero Academia season 5. Let's get that one out the way because I'm not that excited to talk about it. I've never gone past season 2.
I haven't watched it.
I'm ahead in the manga, so that means I probably know all of what goes on in season 5 at the moment. And honestly, I'm gonna have to say there is some interesting developments going on.
That's
Tell
the
us.
thing.
Give us an idea. What's going on?
What do you mean by tell you? Do you want spoilers or?
Try and spoil as little as possible. Just say what people can expect from this season based on what you know about the manga.
So obviously from the trailers, it's shown off so far the big fight between 1A and 1B. There's a big showdown. Yeah, and it's basically a battle of 4 on each team, and you've got to capture or knock out the enemy team and put them in a cage.
Oh, I've seen screenshots of that. I was so confused because I thought they were like capturing villains, but then I saw like the vine-head woman.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? Is she a villain now? What's going on?
And here's the thing, in this, like, firstly, you get to see 1B, which you haven't seen that much of. You've seen like the standout characters, but you haven't seen all of them. So in this, you get to see everyone's ability from 1B. And
that'll be pretty cool.
I don't think they've spoiled this. I have not watched any trailers, but there is going to be a character who has actually been sort of everyone started to like him ever since the showdown in, I think, was it season 2? You know, the
is it the mind control guy?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, the guy who says like tell the truth or something.
No, it's the guy where basically if you respond to anything he says to you, he'll take over your mind.
Oh
yeah,
that's what I meant. But yeah.
Yeah, and he's a lot stronger now. He's gonna go in there swinging.
I mean,
That's
it
cool.
sounds OP as hell. Like, oh, can you pass me the ketchup? And you say yeah, and then they go, you really controlled them.
No, but now before it was just him saying it, right? You know, he's the only one, like, you hear his voice. Now he's upped it a bit. He's actually got like modifications on his suit and everything to make him even more dangerous.
Interesting.
How do you make him more convincing?
Right. Okay. I don't want to spoil it. That's the thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I will watch it at some point.
Alright, hold on. If you want me to spoil it, we can just say skip ahead 10 seconds.
Sure, go for it.
Right, skip ahead 10 seconds. Right, they've given him sort of this box that allows him to change the frequency and pitch of his voice.
That's what I assumed they were doing.
Yeah, so basically now he can actually sound like anyone, and it still counts as you responding to him.
Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting, yeah.
He's also been given Eraserhead's
scarf.
Yeah, like the sort of tape.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them with
why,
them.
but why not?
Which is OP.
By the way, I'd just like to say, I want to let you know already, I won't be saying which shows I'm actually going to be watching whenever we mention a show, which ones I have watched, because I am not watching any of these. I'll say which ones I might be interested in watching once they come out, but I'm not one for watching seasonal anime. So there's some shows that there's some shows that I'm interested in that I will watch eventually once they've finished, once they've got a full season out. Because if I start watching them as they're coming out, I'll watch up to where they are right now, and then I'll forget to watch it until a year later. So I'd rather just wait until, the show catches my eye after it's finished coming out.
Right.
Anything else about My Hero?
Depending on how long they take it, we're going to see a lot more villains.
Okay.
A lot more of the villains.
All time.
Still reminds me of the movie, of the new My Hero movie where Izuku Midori is wanted for mass murder. That is so funny. With the Fire Force outfits. It looks interesting, it looks very edgy, but I feel like it could be good.
Edgy.
I haven't watched My Hero Academia past the first couple episodes of season 2. But one day when I do end up watching it, at least I know that it's not, there's a lot to look forward to. I think there is a lot of like hype around it. And it does seem really interesting. So it's cool that there's so many movies and stuff. Like there's a lot of content to it, like 5th season coming out, a lot of good stuff.
From what I know, they plan to take the manga. It's either chapter 300 or volume 30.
Right. Is there a reason behind the 30? 30 or 300?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, I'd like to talk about a show.
All right, go ahead. What show is it? Please enlighten us.
Let's talk about why not? Why not this one? Let's talk about Shadow's House.
Shadow's House.
Oh yeah. I need to watch that as well. Is it out?
It is. It's got like 4 episodes, maybe 5. Anyway, Shadow's House. The only reason I found out about it is because of the Riona single for the ED, Nai Nai. Dude, I remember, I told you Cookies. I literally watched it. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then you were like, oh, isn't this an anime? I was like, nah, I'm sure it's just the animation for the song. And then turns out to be the anime. And I'm like, oh, okay. I could not tell what the story is about from the single video.
Train.
Because it just looks like, there's these people in like a house, I assume, hence the name Shadow House, and they've got shadow counterparts. Like, what does that mean? What does that do? Like, what is it actually about? It's compared a lot to Promised Neverland, and some people actually say it's better, but that could be because of the salt with season 2. So you never know, but it looks interesting. The animation looks really good. It's nice to talk about some good animation after we just talked about Way of the House Husband. It's scoring okay on Mal. It's not bad. I don't know how dark it's gonna get. It's a 13+.
I've not seen any reviews. I'm not seeing any reviews on Mal.
People must not have much to say about it then. But yeah, I wonder what it's actually about. Even the description, the synopsis, if you don't mind. Faceless shadow nobles living in a vast mansion, attended by living dolls who spend much of the time cleaning up the soot endlessly emitted by their mysterious masters. Follow the story of Emiliko, a young and cheerful living doll, as she learns her duties serving as the attendant for Kate Shadow-sama. It doesn't tell me at all what the show's gonna be like.
Wait, so it's not even human, it's a doll.
I guess so. By the way, this broadcasts at midnight Japanese time.
Why?
That's crazy. Oh, apparently it's slice of life supernatural. Then why did people make it out to be such a dark show? What the hell?
Maybe it does.
It's got shadows in it. That's why.
Maybe it does, but the genres don't make it.
A dark OP.
It's
not seen anything of this at all.
I mean, interesting. That's all I say. Interesting.
It looks very culty.
Culty. A cult.
Alright, well, I thought I'd have more to say about that, but it doesn't look like the show has much to go off of unless we actually were to watch some episodes. It's gonna have 13 episodes.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, looking at it now, I'm interested in because honestly, all it's told us is basically these dolls are like just sweeping as the guys walk away.
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
Sweep, sweep, sweep. James.
Well, I watch a lot of seasonal anime.
That's true. I can vouch.
I think I'm watching like 4 at the moment. Uh,
One at
So
a time,
there's-
please.
Alright, so there's the new original anime by Wit Studio, done by the writer of Re:Zero,
Ah,
Vivi. I've only watched the first episode, but it looks like it's gonna be really good.
I really like the
Uh,
look of it.
I don't even know what it's about, but it's like a bunch of androids and like it's like a scene in the future. They go killing everyone,
Near anyone?
and then it's like it goes back 100 years. This robot is like, you kind of need to stop that, huh? And that's pretty much the story. But it looks well. It's by the writer of Re:Zero, so I think it's gonna be really good. I mean, I watched the first episode. It's awesome, and I think the main girl Vivi, she's pretty cool. I like her. She's just an android, just the usual.
Alright, can't wait for the crossovers.
The cross, yeah. Subaru comes in.
All of the characters that I'm seeing really scream Re:Zero to me. Maybe not Vivi, but Ophelia and Estella, whoever those two are.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
They both, to me, look like different depictions of... what's her name?
Amelia,
No, the season 2 one.
Echidna.
Echidna, there you go. Especially Ophelia. Yeah, they just look like if Echidna was split into 2 personalities. One would be Ophelia, the other one would be Estella.
Right. Well, there's like 5 episodes out. I've only watched the first
Oh, really?
one. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. A lot of things to come out rather fast.
Yeah, it like it feels like a lot of them were announced like just recently, yet somehow most of them are halfway through the show now.
Yeah. There's a few other ones.
It's doing really well
Yeah, that's-
review-wise.
I think it is the highest rated anime. Well, for the past few weeks.
I actually don't think so.
Oh, I can't remember. It's one of the highest.
It is one of the highest. Like if it's in the 8s, then it's really good. Most of the anime this season is around a 7. But there is some that I remember being really high, like stupid high.
Stupid high. You can get vertigo. There you go. That's it.
That's how high it is. You get vertigo.
Mm, mm. That's how stupid high it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't think this anime season. Well, pretty just. I just like watching anything.
I think it's an interesting season. It's not like you can't say it's a great season, but it's an interesting season. There's such a weird variety of shows.
Another one that's caught my eye is called Super Cub.
Never
What?
even heard of it.
I know, it's from a light novel. And the bio, honestly, I've known nothing about it. I've not heard the OP or the ED. Just the idea of it. So basically, second year high schooler, she has no friends. She has nothing. No parents. She lives in a house on her own, right?
Okay.
One day, she acquires herself a second-hand Honda Super Cub motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
Everything gets better. She has friends.
Everything gets better.
She gets friends. I don't know whether or not she gets parents from it. Everything
Just
gets
acquire parent.
But I don't know. Honestly, it looks really like I'm looking at the cover for it and some of the pictures. and it just
wait, no,
looks
I
really,
have
like,
heard of
hard.
it. I didn't
think
understand. I didn't realize it by the name, but when you mentioned that she gets the fucking Honda whatever,
Yeah.
that's what I've seen. I've seen some art of it, like at least cover art. All right. Well, will you be watching that?
I will. Honestly.
Oh,
I
he
need
will
a
be.
nice light-hearted anime.
He is certain he'll be watching it.
He
No
will be
doubt in
watching
his mind. Okay. So back to me. All right. Fruits Basket is getting its final season. Actually, this is probably the show that I researched the most. For no particular reason. I just kind of started researching it, and then I just got more and more fascinated. I've, to clarify, never watched Fruits Basket before. Not the original, not this one. But the original series was 25 episodes. This one right now has 3 seasons, each being 25 episodes. So it's triple the size of the original series. I assume with the original there must have been like, you know, issues with the manga coming out slowly or something, like them catching up to the manga or something, or maybe this time they just straight up decided to, like, you know, just polish the story a bit more, like, you know, add more to it. Either way, each season of the new Fruits Basket has really good reviews, and this one's doing also really well. The new seasons are getting way better reviews than the original show. Which came out around like 2003 or something.
Better animation.
Well, I don't think reviews mean. I don't think, you know, people give higher scores just based on animation. There's some old anime that, you know, is proof of that. Especially that some of the most like highest rated shows on Mal are literally like shows that not much is even animated in them. Like Steins Gate doesn't have that much action.
Yeah.
You know, Mushishi, literally about a guy walking, from what I know.
Jacob, the banana scene had me on the edge of my seat.
I don't know how true this is, but at the time of me writing my notes, it was on its 3rd episode. So it's probably on its 4th, maybe getting to its 5th now. But yeah, I find that really interesting. I have no fucking clue what Fruits Basket is about, because I always thought it was just like a normal romance story. Then recently I found out the main girl's father can wipe out people's memories. I don't know.
It's based on...
That could be a spoiler. I don't know.
I watched the first episode and that's it. And like the girl can, like, some guy can turn into a mouse or a rat. Some guy can turn into a fox.
Hold on. I thought Fruit Baskets was just a normal slice of life school anime.
No, it's a romance.
That's what I thought. Well, no,
Yeah.
I meant romance.
Mice, mind wiping.
Yeah, they can. So it's based off, like, you know, like Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like each character in like this one high school can turn into one of those animals.
Interesting.
And the girl
You're the rat.
the girl lives in a tent.
Ah,
You're,
And
you're
then
the
her tent
hog.
gets destroyed, and then she lives with the rat people.
Oh, the rat
Or
people.
the rat person, I mean. But she doesn't know it's a rat.
the
Rats
original
is
show came out in 2001, by the way.
That's a while.
Yeah, 20 years. That is actually,
That's
even,
a long time.
honestly, before I said 20 years, I was like, well, I guess it's quite a while ago. But then I said 20, and I'm like, holy shit, 20 years is quite a lot.
then you put a number on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Two shows that I feel like might as well just get out of the way just before I forget about them. Moriarty the Patriot's also getting 2nd season this season, and How Not
Never
to Summon
cared about it.
How Not to Summon a Demon Lord season 2, also known as How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Omega, which
The
is
only thing-
which is a
I have-
fantasy harem ecchi, which is all I need to know.
The only thing I have to
combo.
say about that Demon Lord is the Pecora cameo,
Ah, yeah.
which isn't really a cameo. It's not even really her.
It's just a bunny
just-
girl, isn't it?
They just animated her in. Well, no, it really is her, but just not her colors. Have you ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
Like, search it up. Like Demon, I don't even know. Demon Lord
Demon
Pecora.
Lord. Or
No, I've seen the images, if that's what you're on about. But is it?
Oh right, yeah.
Does she speak? Do they speak?
No,
Oh,
it's just-
I see.
it's
Yeah,
just-
she literally has the carrots in her hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
they just
They just animated her in. there's no voice line. Just like they just put her in there for whatever reason.
All I got was images of chicken pakora.
Do Demon Lord Pakora. Type that in.
I typed in Demon Lord pakora, and then I had to put anime after it.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Well, I put Demon Space Lord,
Yeah, same.
not Demon Lord is one word.
How did you spell Pakora?
I will not be revealing this information at this time. In case I spelled it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that's like exactly like her. I just find it really funny.
That is
I was
really
just
interesting,
I
yeah.
didn't know it was from Demon Lord, so I was like, oh my god, there's an anime with Pakora in it. But then it turns out it was this, and I got sad. I never watched it.
Hollow Life.
I don't
for
really
anime.
care to.
Alright. Your turn. Cookies, back to you.
Alright, what else haven't we covered? I feel like I'll leave one to Connor. I feel like,
86.
Your Grace.
Oh wait, no wait. Combatants dispatched. No, combatants will be dispatched.
Okay, we'll
I'll
save
vote
86
for
till later.
Yeah. It's written by the same person who did Konosuba.
Oh.
And you can tell because it's almost the exact same setup.
So you can expect really obnoxious characters and good humor.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this time you don't follow like some incompetent person. You follow competent people. I don't even know what they're trying to do. They're just like trying to teleport to this planet and have a way to teleport back, or like terraform
premise
this
of the
other
show.
planet. I have no clue, but it doesn't matter. It's just another Konosuba. It's
Okay.
great. It's the lolly with the shotgun.
So do you
My
think
favorite character.
do you think anyone who's liked Konosuba would be into this one?
Well,
Or do you
most
think it hits a
likely.
different audience?
I feel like it's the exact same. Maybe I don't think it'll be as good as Konosuba. I love Konosuba. I think that was really good. I don't think it's gonna be as good as Konosuba, but I feel like if you like Konosuba, you'll probably like this.
Won't be as good or as iconic?
As good and or as iconic. Because
Okay.
Konosuba is kind of iconic, but I feel like this will just be like one of those seasonal animes.
Just one of them, bro. Just one of them.
One of them. One of those that you really don't watch out of season.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
only watch it in spring.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched the first 2 episodes. It's pretty funny. This time, it's like there's like 5 main characters, which is quite a lot, in my opinion. 4 is perfect. Well, I think 3 is perfect. 4 is, I don't know, a little bit too much. But 5, you're just gonna be missing out on some characters.
Mm. But there are shows like My Hero that manage to tackle a lot of characters really well. And make you care a lot about each one of them. But
I don't know. I don't
that's,
care about
you know,
anyone.
it depends on the style of the show. Like My Hero's
Let's talk about Naruto.
My Hero's a bit of a
Naruto
shonen.
has a lot of characters that you give some about.
Yeah,
but
it
that's a lot of
does.
episodes.
But yeah, there's that. Plus, also, I disagree that it does a good job at making you care about all of them.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Sakura Haruno, pushed aside a little bit.
I mean, 10-10 didn't get
maybe-
much action.
Yeah, but you still would care if 10-10 died or not.
I mean, I'd be like, oh shit, 10-10's dead. I wouldn't.
I'd be more like, oh shit, a child just died. I'd forget her name.
Nah, 10-10's got an easy name to remember. You can't use that as an excuse.
9-9. My favorite character. Oh, is it 11-11?
Hachi.
Alright. Whose turn is it now? Oh, it's back to you, Witness.
Ooh, okay, right. Firstly, another anime that has actually had an original run about 20 years ago.
Oh.
Shaman King.
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know much about it. I don't know
Behemoth.
really anything about it, but it's just a big anime that's honestly come back again.
And
Been raised from the ashes.
it's coming onto Netflix.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. No.
Netflix? Easy, boys.
I'd like to say, as right now as we're recording this, someone just added me on Xbox Live. I got a notification on my PC.
What?
The
When's the
ne-
last time you even owned an Xbox?
It's been 2 years, maybe 3. The name was I Feel It Too, but I don't. Just thought I should mention.
He's clearly heard about the podcast.
In case my OBS picked up the sound of the notification, I feel like I needed to give an explanation. Shaman King, though, the new adaptation, it's coming onto Netflix. I mean, you can watch it already.
Yeah.
But it will come onto Netflix once it's finished. But the original apparently was in 4 parts. But people are wondering whether or not it's going to be like one big thing or whether they're going to repeat the 4-part structure. Also, the original, it made its own ending because the manga at the time was on a hiatus. So the original anime literally made its own ending. So it'll be interesting to see what how it was meant to turn out. I'm not trying to act like I know fuck all about Shaman King because I don't.
Alright.
Back in Poland, it used to be advertised on these like chocolate croissants that you could buy, and you wouldn't get stickers. No. It wasn't stickers. It may have been tattoos, but I don't think so. Like the one-time tattoos.
God.
I think what it actually was. Okay, no, it may have been stickers, but I think you got like these cards with them.
Shaman King trading card game.
I don't think they were the size of trading cards. They were literally just like a piece of card with a Shaman King drawing on it.
Those like candy sticks, and you get the tattoos with them.
Yeah.
I know what-
Oh, those.
Like the white candy sticks.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
those were gross.
The ones that you'd use as a
They were
cigarette.
gross, but they're amazing. Yes.
Yeah. They were gross, but I remember there was so like every single cartoon had their own version of them. I was crazy about the Spider-Man candy sticks, dude.
Oh yeah.
No, with them, it'll either be Spider-Man or Transformers. Like, they're the only 2 that I would ever see.
Why? This is so vivid.
Yeah, I can.
So clear to me.
I bet. Actually, do they sell them still? I don't think they.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They do.
They probably do.
Well,
but, like,
sorry.
just don't-
Yeah, what I was referring to is because I have a local shop near me, and I remember I would always buy them there. So my question was more, do they still sell them there? Is what I wonder. Because I don't think I've seen them. But then again, I don't go into the sweets aisle whatsoever nowadays.
Looking
Let
for
me call
candy
them up.
sticks.
But yeah.
Then
Oh,
you
also
get
there was like I see like Superman DC ones. Apparently they have emoji ones nowadays. What the fuck?
Oh god.
That's what a letdown. Hot Wheels? Hell yeah. I think Spider-Man and X-Men is what I was all about. I think those were the 2 that I got the most. Yeah. Maybe Scooby-Doo ones. I don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Scooby-Doo ones. I think if there was any, I definitely would have gotten them. I just don't remember if there was any. Alright. That's Shaman King. The only thing we know about it is it was advertised on sweets and candy and shit.
Wait, how long is it?
64? Is it? Is it 64?
52.
52, okay.
That's quite a lot of episodes though. But I
So
think
they're
it's
doing
everything
all of
together.
it.
The original was 64.
Yeah, and this one's
52, which means they probably just
Cut
more
out filler,
efficiently made-
maybe?
Yeah, more efficiently made episodes. Okay, I just want to mention this one, right? I'm surprised no one has talked about it. This has been like the elephant in the room that we all just faced away from. The girl who actually states, "You've been acting sus this whole time," Miss Nagatoro.
I just have so many shows that I'm way more excited to talk about than Miss Nagatoro, and this is coming
I
from
know,
someone
but
who's read the Miss Nagatoro manga.
How
This
much?
is
The
Mal.
first 6 volumes.
This is on Mal, the biggest like seasonal anime that's come out.
It's not probably most popular.
Yeah.
I wouldn't not say it's the biggest.
No, that's what I mean. Like it's the most received.
I'm actually disappointed. Interesting take, but I think it's so much like the manga that it actually gives me no reason to even watch it.
Oh,
It just
really?
yeah, it's just every time I watch it, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just that scene, like the art style and the composition is the exact same. Like, why would I watch this?
Yeah, true.
I feel like it's people who haven't read the manga before. I see them going crazy about Nagatoro right now. They're finding out about Nagatoro for the first time, and they're either terrified or they're really aroused.
the fuck!
You can't say I'm wrong because I've seen my fair share of people.
I mean, it's really weird watching it. It's
Is
really
it-
weird.
Is it uncomfortable? Because that's how it is reading it.
Is it-
I don't
It
like.
kind
I
of
don't.
is
Some
uncomfortable.
of the jokes are a bit weird because it's very. It's like it's her bullying him. Sometimes it's really sad because they take it so far, and then other times it's just like, oh, let's play a game. Haha, I'll touch your nipples. Then she touches his
Like,
nipples. It's
yeah.
like what?
Like, why am I watching this? Like, why am I watching this, like, little girl degrade this
bully
guy?
classman.
He has no name. He has no. Oh no, he does have a name.
It's
Apparently his
Senpai.
name's no. His name is Naoto Hachiuji.
Nice.
Also known as
But
senpai.
but everywhere else refers to him as just senpai. I've never heard anyone refer to him as Naoto. Nagatoro's first name is Hayase.
I just feel bad for him.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
I genuinely I feel the same when I read it. It's just like, man, this guy has it rough. Like,
And this
sure,
is apparently
yeah.
airing at 1 a.m. Japanese standard.
Oh yeah, I see that on Sundays of all days, on the holy day itself. They released this thing. The genre is a slice of life comedy romance. They missed out severe bullying.
They're not etchy.
It's not etchy. Yeah, that's a good point.
It gets an 18+ rating because
Like-
of the amount of bullying involved.
Most of the jokes are literally about like literally just touching different body
Yeah.
parts.
Like, the episode I watched, episode 2, she literally touches his penis.
Yeah, I know exactly which scene you're on about.
What? I don't know
She
this
she
scene.
she like falls onto it.
It's just.
I feel like I don't know. It's
That nipple scene. Oh,
the nipple scene. Yeah, that was
comfortable.
that was imposter of them. Yeah,
They made
I
another joke. They made another Among Us joke.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
What
I
they
think
say?
They said
Come
sus
on.
again.
They
Oh,
said
can't remember.
twice. That's the only thing more Among Us than saying sus once.
saying sus twice.
Well, I think
It
they
cancels
said,
out actually. So now it's no longer Among Us.
They say for the third time.
Then it's back to being Among Us. Yeah, I mean, I really like the manga. The manga is really enjoyable. I still find it kind of uncomfortable to read because, man, it's like she's literally just bullying the living life out of him. I feel bad for the guy because he has no chill. Every day, as soon as he literally fears her. Every time he's doing something, he's shitting himself, worrying that she's gonna come in.
I've seen one scene where she like shows like resentment for her actions because he generally fucking cries.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just like, my fucking god, what a soulless character.
Yeah. I think it's really that I really like the manga, as I said. And they like even the manga does this thing where they'll make like the characters, well, mainly Nagatoro, go like all wobbly, and they'll do like her arms
Oh,
as like
yeah.
these
Oh,
octopus
yeah.
arm things,
Tentacle.
and
Yeah.
they do that literally the exact same in the anime. Like, it's such a weird thing to complain about. I just don't like the fact that it's literally the exact same as the manga. It's just like it literally gives me no reason to watch it. There are shows where they'll be adapted, and it'll be different. But no, they literally just did. It's like they literally just pressed a button that just got a computer to replicate this as an anime. It's as I say, it's such a weird thing to complain about, but it's just how it is. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't think I'll be watching it for the longest time. Maybe if I
It's
one
like-
day forget the manga.
It's like, yep, that's an anime adaptation.
Like, the art style, everything is the same. Like, nothing, I can't point out a single difference.
I mean, in a way, that's good, but I mean, you want to put some variety into it.
Yeah, normally they do change a lot because they do think about the manga readers. Like Tokyo Ghoul with season 2, you know, how they literally made it a whole different story for season 2 just so it wouldn't follow the manga. You know, like they do make big changes like that. It's just, I don't know. It's just I
Sometimes-
won't
sometimes
like
it doesn't.
if you watch the anime and you like the anime, perfectly fine. People like me, if you read the manga and you can't be bothered to watch the anime because the manga's enough, then that's also perfectly fine. One of my favorite mangas, because it's just so fun and lighthearted to read. You know, it does make me feel like the police could bust through my door any moment, but other than that, it's alright, I guess. Are you happy now, Witness? You wanted to handle the elephant in the room, and I feel like that's been tackled now.
I mean, a slightly smaller elephant, but one that's been there for many, many years. One Piece is still continuing.
Yo, that's been happening for a while. Boruto's still continuing.
I know.
All right, glad we got those out the way. Also, another show that's getting that got a second season, Zombieland Saga Revenge, animated by Mappa. That's all I have to say. I've never watched Zombieland Saga.
When you want to walk out of the house for a lovely day of school, but a truck ruins it all.
Oh well, that's season 1 content, not season 2.
I know.
Um,
That's all I know about the show.
I don't know anything about Zombieland Saga other than that one rap.
I know it's a saga that seems to happen in a land of zombies.
round of applause, everybody! Round of applause! He's figured it all out. He is the director of Zombieland Saga.
Hey.
Okay, my turn.
Oh,
Slime Diaries.
it's like
The
slice of life reincarnated as a
So, Reincarnated as a Slime has 4 different manga series, I'm pretty sure. Because as the main series, it has the Slice of Life series, it has some other series, and it has a Workaholic series, where it's all set in like an office setting. Holy shit. And they chose to animate the Slice of Life one. It looks alright. I've seen like screenshots because fucking dude, I hate the Twitter Reincarnated as a Slime account because it literally always posts screen caps from the newest episodes that I haven't watched, and it just doesn't stop. So I know some of the jokes that are gonna happen in it because it showed a screen cap from one of the episodes.
Oh, not the jokes.
It showed a screen cap from one of the episodes. Well, in a Slice of Life anime, the jokes are literally, you know, the main thing about it. But, well, in this kind of Slice of Life, the comedy Slice of Life. But, like, it literally showed a screen cap, and I feel like I know exactly what the entire episode is about just from that one screen cap. It was like all of the people following, like, came together, like, they were all crying, and they came up to Rimuru, and they were like, oh, no, please don't leave our village. And then he was like, what? I'm not leaving the village. And I feel like, you know, it instantly makes me feel like, all right, it's some episode where they misunderstand and think that he's actually just going to be leaving the village. And everyone makes a great big deal out of it, and then they just find out that he's actually just going for a walk or something. Like, I am 80% sure that I'm correct here, because that's literally just off a single screen cap. It could be good. That's just one screen cap that I saw from it. Other than that, it only spoils the main series. I'm on about the Twitter account. Other than this one Slime Diaries episode, they've just spoiled the second season for me. So that's okay, I guess. As long as the Slice of Life series isn't spoiled. Wow, why did I decide to talk about Slime Diaries as my choice?
If you
Actually-
want, you can have a second.
Alright, thank you. Tokyo Revengers then.
Yeah, I was looking at that a bit.
I have no clue. Apparently, people really like it.
Yes, apparently they do.
I heard half of the OP. I don't really like the OP.
I haven't listened to the OP, but apparently I've seen some manga panels and stuff, and apparently it gets really good. Right now it seems fairly basic. You know, it's a bit. It seems about like a group. You know what? Instead of assuming what it's about, I'm gonna look up the synopsis. Because I'm gonna get the plot very wrong here.
A group of plucky young teenagers want to revenge Tokyo.
Alright, apparently the main character's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, was murdered by Tokyo Manji Gang, a group of vicious criminals that has been disturbing society's peace for quite some time. Wondering where it all went wrong, Takemichi suddenly finds himself traveling through time, ending up 12 years in... I did not know this is what the show was about. I'm glad I didn't say anything. When he was still in a relationship with Hinata, which is his girlfriend, realizing he has a chance to save her, Takemichi resolves to infiltrate the Tokyo Manji gang and climb the ranks in order to rewrite the future and save Hinata from her tragic fate. Literally erased, but with gangs. It's a gang instead of a school. I knew that it was about gangs, but I didn't know that it was about also time travel and, you know, trying to rewrite history, trying to rewrite, you know, the future, I guess, future events. But I know I've seen manga panels where, like, the fights get insane and stuff like that. I think that's one of the main things people get excited about. And, you know, I see people talking, like, you know, making a big deal out of it. But review-wise, it's not that huge. And I think one of the things I hate about it is it literally looks like Fire Force. They have the Fire Force uniforms. They look like the Fire Force uniforms somewhat. There's a guy who has the exact same hair as the like blonde-haired guy from Fire Force.
Oh, Arthur.
I thought his name was Arthur, but and also the color scheme of at least the promotional images is also literally the Fire Force color scheme. Like I'm seeing this and I'm like, is this animated by Fire Force people? No, it actually isn't. So I don't know why there's so many similarities in style. I guess it's just a coincidence, but
Creative inspiration.
It every time I see it, I can't not think about Fire Force. I've seen people constantly saying like, "Oh, can't wait till these people find out how wild Tokyo Revengers gon' get."
Oh my god, Tokyo Revengers.
Direct quote, by the way,
from them.
From random person on Twitter.
From person number 22.
Guys, you aren't ready.
Alright, what's next? Me?
James, I feel like you should talk about the
86.
86.
85, the prequel to 86.
Okay, James, your body count.
Number one.
Breaking the Badass. 86 is
Number 86.
pretty weird anime, but it was a light novel, very popular light novel. I think
I did consider
Those
buying
people-
it many times.
Those people always get 86, and they love it. I don't even. It's about these districts. It's 86 districts. And
It seems very political to me.
In 80, it's in the
Wait,
continent of San Mongolia or something, and it follows these white-haired, blue-eyed people.
Gojo.
It's just all Gojos.
Yeah, it's just all Gojos in the 85 districts, and they are using robots to attack other, I guess, empires on the same world. Yeah.
Huh.
Did
Well, that's
did
the premise of it.
they make an 86 district then?
Well, then you got the 86 district, which is for the other people without white hair or blue eyes. I can't remember if it is blue eyes, but you get the idea. And they aren't even considered human.
Oh. So I was right in
So-
saying it seems very political.
So what the government say these robots are no human fatalities. Which, if you don't consider the 86 humans, then I guess you're correct. But in these robots, they're not autonomous. They're actually controlled by people who live in the 86 district. And that's pretty much what it's about. Like following the person. So you follow one person who's in like I don't know, the first district. I don't know, but she's like a commander. She like commands the robots with the people in it, and then you follow the people who are in the robots as well.
Right.
The first episode is really complex as it introduces you to so many ideas and so many weird names for all these robots and different types of robots and different formations. It's really confusing, but the second episode really clears it up.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
It's pretty. It is really. At first, the first episode, I was like, I don't know if I'll watch this. But the second episode, yeah, make sure to watch both the first and second episode if you ever do want to try it.
Huh.
The sound is awesome.
It sounds really cool. That's the 8th volume for it in English is coming out in June, and also I think there's 9 in Japan right now. The anime's already been cleared for a second season.
Really?
Yeah.
They have hope.
It is well.
I mean,
I really like it.
yeah, it does seem really good. I won't lie. All right. Next on the list is No Game No Life Season 2. No. Sorry, I messed up my
Not
notes.
this
I forgot. That's not happening until 2028.
It's in 7 years.
Yeah, still, I'll have a kid by then.
I give it a century.
Wait, how old am I now?
Right, I give it a millennial. I leave.
We'll see. Maybe. I hope not, but we'll see.
We'll all be sitting in the retirement at home. Suddenly it'll be about 1 a.m. in Tokyo. And No Game No Life Season 2 episode 1 will come on.
No Game No Life. No Game No Life is gonna have like the shittest announcement for a second season. It's just gonna be like a live action version of Sora and Shiro, like just 2 cosplayers, and they're like, "Oh, Sora, did you know we're getting a second season?" Sora goes, "Okay," and then the episode starts playing. It gets announced 10 seconds before the episode airs.
No, it announces just like before the news or something. It's like BBC or something.
No, the Japanese news just announces it. We have received a strange video.
It's like a fucking episode interrupting breaking news report.
Is this a threat?
We recommend people stay indoors.
We're on an Amber Alert, please.
Oh.
Defcon
Caution.
Defcon 1. Defcon 1.
We are viewing this as a tiger threat level. Stay inside, lock your doors. Hashtagcookiez, hashtagwap.
This is a dragon threat level.
Oh, out of interest, how many animes does everyone still have that they want to talk about? I've got 2 left.
I am.
Pretty sure there's one that me and Connor would talk about.
Would we?
Yeah. Well, I know I will.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'll start. Eden Zero.
Oh yes.
Fairy Tale, but a different universe.
By the writer of Fairy Tail. I think they're gonna have to connect it to Fairy Tail somehow. There's gonna have to be like some dimensional breach or something.
They've already had characters.
I don't even think they're in a different universe. I just think they're just straight up like in the same universe.
Yeah, me too. I feel like there has. I don't know. Well, I don't know about that. There has to be some connection though.
There's a screenshot.
Levy, Levy's there.
Of Eden Zero with the fairy tale characters in the background.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
The thing is, in
I didn't know
Fairy
about that.
Tail, there is alternate universes, so I don't see how this isn't one of them. I don't know, man.
They're just straight up just in the background.
Anyway,
Like,
Jacob,
oh, okay.
Jacob, carry on. Your synopsis.
I don't have a synopsis. It's just fairy tale in space, I guess. It's another one on Netflix. Which
Oh, is it?
yeah, it is. Which could be a good thing, but right now it does not seem like it is. Netflix is not on a good streak recently because it's getting some of the lowest reviews this entire season. Which is actually quite disappointing. But then again, I do keep in mind that it could just be like a slow burner anime like Fairy Tail, where it's not like you don't get quality every episode because there's just gonna be so many episodes.
Yo, they made my man happy into an alien.
Like let's not try and act like like in Fairy Tail every single episode, it's not like they could have Jujutsu Kaisen levels of like fighting and animation and everything, because the story is very stretched out. Like Fairy Tail's almost like this like filler anime. I don't know how else to put it.
Long is Fairy Tail?
Like 380 episodes.
Yeah, like surely it'll just be like of the same magnitude.
Maybe, but keep in mind Netflix doesn't have any shows that long. I mean, okay, in the US it does have Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, but that doesn't count because that wasn't produced by Netflix.
Wait, it's not produced by Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix is. Let me fact check because now you're making me doubt myself. Eden Zero, Studios JC staff. So yes, they do all the Netflix stuff.
We were just banging on about you, JC.
Eden Zero turns out to be stop animation.
I mean, yeah, I don't have that much to say about it. That's all I really wanted to say. It's the Fairy Tail writer's next work. It airs at 5-1 in Japan.
What's going on with these times?
You haven't got much time to watch it before Nagatoro.
They air on the same channel.
I mean, Tokyo Revengers airs at 2 a.m. 8 minutes past 2 in the morning.
Dude, anime is forbidden in Japan nowadays, I guess.
Mate, it's got watershed on it.
These times make no sense. They're great though.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, what's the one that you said you and Connor are gonna have something to say about?
I'd like to know that too.
Higehiro. Higehiro. You know?
Which one is it?
The one where the girl.
Okay. Let's say the English. Let's say the English title, shall we? I shaved, then I brought a high school girl home. Higehiro.
Right, I thought so. I thought that would be the one.
I don't even know.
Which just sounds so wrong.
Dude, it is so good. I'm loving it. I'm up to date with it. I think it's really good.
I have to ask, is there any shaving in it?
Kind of.
Does he bring a high school girl home?
Yes.
Is there shaving on in episode 1?
It is hinted at that he shaves.
Does he shave every episode?
Presumably.
What the hell? This is so weird to me, just hearing this.
But, okay, so basically, he goes on a date with some woman at his work. She rejects him. He's sad. He's going home. And then he sees a high schooler just out and about on the street.
He decides to get himself on a list.
Well, no, it was like she was like, "Can I have a place to stay?" And he was like, and she was like, "I'll sleep with you." And he was like, So he let her in.
So later on, they're
ulterior motives,
but they don't end up.
I can imagine
probably
he's
for the best.
I can imagine he's somewhat chivalrous about it. Like, no, just go sleep, bro.
And then it just follows like their lives.
He just says,
Oh.
I'm not in the mood.
Which like he works in like some kind of like software company.
Good on him. Good on him.
And she is
Out of the future.
just a runaway. And yeah, it's really good. I'm loving it.
Okay.
Does she actually do anything to like pay rent?
Well, she just helps around.
Shaves him. It does say it's got mild nudity, so it does show what kind of shows you're into.
It does have mild nudity, I guess.
Only the
The
I mean,
bare
yeah.
skin on his chin.
I would recommend this. This is the best one. You like, I don't even know. Is it romance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drama romance, apparently.
Drama romance.
Mild nudity, but not etchy.
No.
It isn't etchy.
Okay. But
Just
mild
mild.
nudity.
It's more like the drama kind of nude. You know?
What?
You know, it's not really about the nudity.
Right.
It's just,
Okay.
it's just-
Okay.
it just so happens. to-
Capiche,
yeah.
I get you.
Yeah. It's well good. It's great. I
Alright.
will say that some people are assholes.
In general or in the anime?
Anyway, moving on.
Alright.
My take.
So, Connor, you're all out of anime?
I mean, I just saw one, which honestly, the name's just absolutely terrible.
Just go for it, say it.
Okay, it's called Kuroga ni nata kara shinyu to shitemita, which translates to I became a black gal, so I fucked my best friend.
What?
Doesn't sound like that airs on TV.
I don't know where this is.
It's Mondays at 1 a.m. Japan Standard Time.
Where is this on now?
So Shion and Rui, okay, the dream team on the hitting on girls. They go out every night. They hit on women.
Where?
one-
Fine.
No, generally it's down
Oh,
there. You just gotta go down there. Yeah. And basically one night, Shion, the blonde one, takes a drug, right? He wakes up and turns into a girl. Rui, the black-haired guy, he comes looking for him. Doesn't recognize him and starts hitting on him. ...
Ooh. Let's just hope he's bi.
Bilingual.
Interesting thing. So Vivi's doing really well, obviously, review-wise. 8.38, 8.4 rounded. But the highest scoring anime this season is actually Fruits Basket, the final.
Damn.
I guess people 2 won the final season.
Which I wouldn't have expected. And then the second highest scoring one, which is the final one I was going to talk about until I remembered another one I wanted to talk about, was To Your Eternity.
Oh yeah.
Which right now is probably the one of the most relevant animes this season, other than Nagatoro, I would say. Because I've been getting non-stop clips recommended to me on YouTube. Please, YouTube, stop recommending me clips.
Your hole, please no.
Yeah, I mean, shit, apparently it's really good. No clue what it's about. I've seen one clip recommended to me. I don't remember what it was. I just know that I watched it and I was like, pretty okay. A mysterious immortal being, is sent to the earth with no emotions nor identity. However, it is able to take the shape of those around that have a strong impetus. At first it is a sphere, then it imitates the form of a rock. As the temperature drops and snow falls atop the moss, it inherits the moss. When an injured lone wolf comes limping by and lays down to die, it takes on the form of the animal. Finally, it gains consciousness and begins to traverse the empty tundra until it meets a boy. The boy lives alone in the ghost town, which the adults abandoned long ago in a search of the paradise said to exist far beyond the endless sea of white tundra. However, their efforts were for naught, and now the boy is in critical state. Acquiring the stuff keeps going. Acquiring the form of the boy, it sets off on a never-ending journey in search of new experiences, places, and people. Sounds like it's literally just a guy wandering around.
It's a ball that takes the form of a guy and then just walks about.
Wow, actually, it's a sphere that takes the form of a rock, that takes the form of a rock with moss, that takes the form of a wolf, that takes the form of a boy, yeah.
I hope
So
that's...
you were almost there, you missed a few
hope
steps.
I hope that's not just the first episode.
Yeah, I hope it is.
Just for 20 minutes.
The first episode is just him going from a sphere to a rock.
And then episode
Oh, yeah.
rock to a mossy stone.
Well-
Episode 3, mossy stone to a wolf.
Sounds strange, but it's the second highest anime this season. Alright, one more anime I want to talk about. This one I actually really wanted to talk about, and then I did no research. I even was gonna watch a few episodes of it before talking about it. The fucking name. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, okay, there you go. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level.
Yeah.
Also
I
known
can't
as
watch
Slime
it.
300. I've always wanted to read it. I was about to buy the manga, then I found out it was based on light novels. I was about to buy the light novels, then I found out it would mean I would have no money. So I stopped myself, and only ended up buying a Fairy Tail box set. I am really interested in it. It looks really fun. It looks really good. I don't know. I just really want to watch it. It looks like something that I'd be really into. Especially that I did read the preview of the first manga on Amazon, and it just looked interesting. Review-wise, not doing great, 7.2. Actually, you know what? Let's not be so harsh. There's such a big difference on Mal between a 7 and an 8. Like, there
yeah.
genuinely is.
Yeah,
That's
really
why...
is really hard to get to an
Yeah,
eight.
because it's meant to be like, oh, it's that's okay to like good, very
Well,
good.
to be fair, Vivi is on an 8.38.
Yeah. So if anything's above an 8, you know it's definitely worth watching. If it's on a 7, that's up to you.
Your Eternity's 8.7.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I mean, 8.77 for Fruits Basket final season. Alright. Alright. I think we've covered all the seasonal anime. I don't know if there's anything much to say. We covered... what was the anime? Way of the House Husband. Forgot about that one.
I forget about that every day.
Hey, well, that was really good. That makes up the entire second episode of the Ordinary Otaku Podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed. And we'll see you in the third episode. We don't even know what it's going to be about yet.
Follow the socials.
Oh yeah, make sure to follow our socials. At synkonn1 on Twitter, synkonn on Twitch, and just synkonn on Mal. They'll be in the description as well if you don't remember them. Cookies, shout yourself out.
#cookiez on Mount. That's pretty much all I use.
Fair enough. Add witness.
Awkward Witness on Twitter, Awkward Witness on Mal.
Alright, that's awesome.
Oh,
That'll be a wrap. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
bye.
ありがとう。
That'll be a wrap. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Awesome.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye. I'm gonna take a piss. Be back in a minute.